Well, you're halfway there. You made it to Wednesday Coastal Bend and taking a live look now at our Snoopy Skycam. Thanks to Matthew CCAC. Not too bad of a Wednesday morning either. Just a little bit of fog you could see there trying to set up on the causeway. You can see the lights getting just a little bit fuzzy, but really not too bad and not too much to complain about. We'll take it over the freezing temperatures, but there is a cool down on the way. What to expect for the rest of today? Well, we're going to have that patchy fog and plenty of cloud cover into this morning, but as we go into the afternoon, pretty similar to the past couple of days, going to clear out once again with plenty of sunshine on the menu. But as we go into the evening, one difference from the past couple of days, those winds, you're going to notice them picking up definitely into the afternoon and towards dinner time, around 15 to even upwards of 30 miles an hour out of the south. For our current visibilities out there, though, want to get you updated on the fog visibilities right now. A third of a mile visibility is what we're reading in Orange Grove as well as Alice. Also, Hebronville has come up just a little bit now to a third of a mile. Seeing the worst of it just to the northeast of Rockport slightly there, but also reading a third of a mile. So definitely want to be a little bit extra cautious on those roadways this morning if you're heading out the door. Looking at the dense fog advisory, we do have this in effect until 10 a.m. so we could see some of those reduced visibilities until that hour, but I think by the 9 a.m. hour we should start to see it lifting just a little bit, but still want to be mindful of it, of course. For our current temperatures in your neck of the woods, a good cool down over towards Cotulla coming in at 59 degrees, but the cool spot going to be Kingsville coming in at 58, and then a decent warm up towards the coast as usual. Port Aransas coming in at 68, 61 for Ingleside this morning. Taking a look at our dog walking forecast now, we've got Mando on the board today, and looking at those temperatures for Mando's walk, only going to climb through the 60s, 70s, and then even into the 80s by that lunchtime hour. 74 degrees, of course, on the board by 10 a.m. and then 80 by that noon hour before we push into those lower 80s for daytime highs. And taking a look at how that could shape up for you throughout the day, 81 degrees by 1 p.m., even those lower 80s by 3. And here's where those winds, you're going to start noticing them picking up, especially by dinner time, already sustained out of the south around 20 miles an hour or so, but those gusts getting upwards of 30 miles an hour like I talked about. For our future tracker today, going to hold on to this cloud cover and a little bit of fog through 8 to 9 a.m. before it still really starts to dissipate across the region. Going into this afternoon, plenty of sunshine, but by tomorrow morning, more of that cloud cover redevelops and a little bit of fog with even a few specks of green starting to show up on the radar as well tomorrow, but not going to be a major rainfall event for us. For our upper level pattern into these next couple of days, we've really been tracking it all week. This next trough of low pressure, at least in the upper levels, really going to work in by the Friday to Saturday time frame, pushing down into the Lone Star State. And of course, we're going to see a good cold front making its way into the coastal bend. Going to hold its strength, it definitely looks like by this time. As we're going into the next couple of days, we still have those 80s, but look at the steep drop going from Friday into Saturday. So if you've been missing out on winter, here's your opportunity to get more of those cooler temperatures going into that second full week of 2026. By the middle of the week, we get right back above average, but hopefully we don't get back into those 80s right now. It's looking more pleasant in those 70s by the middle of next week. For our muggy meter, going to follow that similar trend. We're pretty humid right now. You can feel the humidity as we're stepping out into the afternoons, but when that cold front arrives, it is just going to drop them right down out of the 50s and down into the potentially 30s and 20s out there, so definitely considerably drier air. But as we're looking at the rain chances, we could use some working back into the coastal bend, and right now we're only looking at isolated chances throughout the next 7 days. We are going to see a brief chance with that frontal passage, but right now the better chance looks to reside with Monday into Tuesday. Still not going to be the downpours that we need across the area, though. For that 7-day forecast, definitely going to be on the cool down. We see that cold front working into the area by Friday night, making for 59 degrees by